Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. We are live and in effect on the Sunday Night Market Watch. Hope everybody is doing well and has had a great weekend. Yes, we're back at it and glad you all are with me tonight. We got a fairly decent crowd out of the gate as we're a couple of minutes early. So we are going to indeed catch up on some comments as the markets will open at 6. But they will not propagate over at Kitco's site until 2 minutes after. So we're going to take advantage of that time and answer some comments here. First, from Cybercurtain Twitcher, I've certainly liked to see a rally, as the silver I've bought over the past couple of years is the most I've ever paid for silver. Yes. Wow. So he missed buying during a real high period in 2011 and 12. By the way, good to see you guys. James Owens, Lookout Piano, Matt Bittner is here. Welcome, C130. Sign Up is with us tonight. We've got Matthew Crustlife, Tom Larson, F37 Metal, and Michael K is here. Welcome. Good to see all of you guys with us tonight. Super E-Rock. A lot of good folks here tonight. I think it's going to probably be a fairly busy evening, so if I don't say hello to you, please do not be offended. I appreciate every single viewer here tonight, and I will try to say hello to as many as possible. Kind of like Helter Skelter. Yes, I heard a little headline about the third assassination attempt that was thwarted. And Tyler Nolan is here, as well as Paul Sargent. Mojave Gold and the lovely Love Button is with us tonight as well. And so there we go. So let's get over here. We've got Cybercurtain Twitcher. I'd certainly like to see silver see a rally. Yes, indeed. The last couple of them have been the most expensive he's paid for. Silver Surfer Chick. I love Silver Surfer Chick says, good morning, Sal. Which of all the larger countries are not buying gold? It's a gold rush, yes, indeed. Well, Canada is no longer buying any gold. The United States is not buying any gold, at least officially. It's been many, many years. We've held that constant. 8,133 tons. Numbers easy to memorize. Cemetery Shop is here. Good to see you. As we slurp away, but likely, that's probably the few that are not of the big nations. Most all the other big nations are. And on this video about important message for the silver and gold stacking community, if you've not seen this one, I hope we will take the time to check it out. Gives for the state of the community, this channel, but also of gold and silver too, and perspective on it. So, pretty important video if you get a chance to check that out. Silverholic, who's not been around in a while, says he's one of those viewers who pretty much stopped watching precious metals videos and also stopped producing them. In my case, it's not you or other YouTubers who have been a problem for me, but I'm really disappointed with silver because it failed to do its job as an inflation hedge. Well, yeah, Silverholic, I'm actually a little bit surprised to hear that from him. I have continued to stack, but at a much slower rate and switched mostly to gold. Now I'm starting to be active again. I may start making more videos and have started watching other channels again. I'm sure many people feel the way I do. We stack for years, see inflation going ballistic, and see that silver is just not there and will do nothing. Well, you will see more of me in the future. I hope everybody is doing well in these harder times. And Silverhawk, I want to encourage you. I think you're doing the right thing. And I would say this, that silver is an inflation hedge over the long course of time. It takes time. But look what's happened this year, just this year, Silverholic. Silver's up 30%, probably north of that now. Far outperforming inflation for this year. But maybe if you can look at it in this respect, it has caught up from last year's inflation as well. And maybe even before that. But, you know, there's different measures of inflation. And there's personal views of it as well too. Everybody's hit a little different by inflation because of other factors like supply chains, where you live, the cost of living where you live, and that type of thing. So it really is a personal thing. And I may do a video about that because you're not alone for sure. But good to see you back, and I'm glad you still have some silver in your portfolio. All right, let's see here. And let's get over here to this one. We got another minute before the markets open here, or they're open before they show up at over at Kitco. So Paul Fay, good morning, Sal. As a relatively new stacker for about 2 years, I originally started buying anything that would add weight quickly to my stack. We picked up a 100 ounce, a brick, a bunch of generic rounds and Britannias. We also love the beautiful Lady Unity 10-ounce bars from the Cutsall Mint. Never heard of that mint. That's interesting. Going forward with the stack, I would like to focus on silver bullion that is the most liquid. Would you consider doing an episode sometimes on bullion products local coin shops will most easily buy back from us? Love your content. Well, I have done some stuff on that before. That's a very easy one. It's going to be coins of the realm. I'm going to be the most liquid. Eagles, Britannias, Maples, that type of thing. But yeah, I may revisit that. But yes, indeed. And let's see here. Let's look at the markets now. They have opened, and they have opened, wow, to a massive pummeling of the prices. If I'm reading this right, this is insane. Look at this. Wow. They are down dramatically. Down $31 an ounce, silver is. Down 61 cents right out of the gate. Let's take a look at that. This is fascinating to see this massive drop in price as we're looking, I assume, right, where is it? I don't know. See, some of these things, this thing is hard to really gauge. What time is military time? Where are we at? Are we at 1700? I guess we are. So not showing up there yet, but wow, this is massive. Down almost 2% out of the gate for silver. And gold is down $5.30, a much different direction here, barely tipping here, down $5.30, but silver is pummeling. Yes. All right, let's see here. And look at that. Welcome, guys. Matt Bittner's here. Good to see you. Silver Wolverine is here. Nickel Stacking is here. And good to see you guys. But look at this. Tony Erickson is with us tonight, too. We have some breaking news. Silver's getting hammered, crushed right out of the gate. Now, don't be too concerned. Why do I say that? Because there has been times when the markets kind of glitch or it's a radical move and it snaps back, it consolidates. We've seen this happen before, so they could recover some of these losses out of the gate. People opportunists may come in and buy a bunch too, but if this is real, I tend to think that it is real, normal market reaction to a degree. Yea, though, it certainly is something that is snapping and is continuing to lose here. But look at that. I'm going to check this again because this is should be something we should see that massive drop, and I'm not seeing it yet. It should be right about here, 31.53. This is the real time right here, and it's not occurring yet. So I don't know. The jury is somewhat still out, but this is massive. An over 2.25% drop right now, down 71 cents for silver, and gold is continuing to drop as well. It was down $5 and change. Now it's down $11.40. So these metals are falling at a rapid pace right now. This is something. There's Silverholic. Good to see you, Silverholic. Thank you for popping in, and thank you again for your kind comment. And I'm so glad to see you back, and I certainly understand. I hope you will listen to my response earlier, but yes, indeed. Right, very, very good. Okay, let's see here. And, yeah, that's right, Aaron Ritchie. 71 cents when you have over 1,000 ounces bites hard. Yeah, you lost it. And I've got about 2,000 ounces. This hits hard. Now, look at here. It's moving in the opposite direction now. Now it's down 55 cents. Platinum and palladium, though, are getting crushed as well, too. Look at that. Crazy. And Hillbilly Stackin says, call contracts will be obliterated over the next few months. I warned people of this last week. Can you go into some detail about that? What do you mean call? I'm not as sure. I know there's calls, there's puts and calls. And can you explain it a little bit what that means? I guess that's going to contribute to this volatility. Amateur Stacker's here. E-Court is here. Tom Larson is with us tonight. Steve LaPointe is here as we watch these markets in real time. They started out with a dramatic drop. We saw down 71 cents at its most. In fact, actually here, now we're showing that the low was $30.74. So maybe right out of the gate it was down over $1. 30.74 was the low here. And now we're seeing it start to recover a little bit, as I suspected that we would see. Sometimes the market's open, and then it's like a slingshot, and it's coming back in. Paul Sargent is here, too. Summercurrent Twitcher is here. And we're watching these markets. It's a wild here, right here. All the precious metals are down. Gold is down $8 here tonight, $2,649.90, but down less than a third of a percentage point, whereas silver is down 1.5%, and down indeed, and it is down 47 cents. It was down over $1, I think, right at the open, down 71 cents. Now it's down 55 cents. So this is a real move here we're seeing with silver getting hit pretty hard. But it is staying above $31, at least for now. Earlier in the night, which is just minutes ago, it was down well under $31. Very good. Let's see here. Very good. And good to see you guys. And welcome to Freeland Lawstall. Jay is here. Appreciate you guys. And Gators Golden Coins is here. Yep, it's all over. Let's pack our bags. Let's go home because it's all over for silver. And it's all over for everything. You just might as well just become hermits, all of you, and live inside of a cave. And but as long as you have a connection to this channel and Gators channel, that's okay. But we all you need. You don't need anything else. You don't need your silver. You don't need your gold. You just need us. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We like to have a little fun here. And that's right. Norwegian made, actually, it's very sensible. This is the opportunity to buy. And I think this is why the price is somewhat recovering here. People are seeing opportunities here in the paper markets and the digital markets in Asia. But that's exactly right. If you can find deals, it's a good time to get in for sure. You're right. This is called having diamond hands, holding on, but also taking advantage and making some purchases from time to time. You know, just from time to time, at your own, with your own, discretion in terms of your funds. You want to use discretionary funds. Do not go all in. You know, you got to be sensible about this. And, I've always said that there is a time to buy silver when it's high and a time not to buy silver when it's low. I might do a video about that because I think that's a message that should be heard. Welcome. Good to see you guys. Steve is here. We got Jackie Stackler, I think, new here. Always appreciate new folks popping in. And Dax Ryan is here. His diamond hands hurts. And so Hillbilly says, call contracts are bought up by the people with bullish sentiment. Often calls get way overextended on demand and create crashes. Okay, so interesting. Yes, and silver being up over 30% this year so far, that very well could be the case. So those are another word for going long on silver. Bill Arrington is here. Good to see you. We're watching these markets in real time here. Silver is now trying to recoup some of its losses here. Now it is down 39 cents, 1.25% drop here in the price of silver. It was down well over $1 earlier in the night. And so now it's 31.21. So there it is. So showing some resistance here to those falls. So we're going to keep an eye on them. But let's get back to the comments. An exciting open. But in between, we like to say hello to folks and see what they're saying in the world of stacking. Yes, indeed. All right. And the precious metals videos that I've done here in the last day or two. Christopher 140 chimes in and says, interest rates don't compensate you for inflation. Most investments have counterparty risk. Precious metals are an extra set of tires in your garage, have no risk. That's exactly right. That's definitely a good way to put it, for sure. And let's answer just a few more. We're going to get back to these markets quicker than usual tonight because of the volatility we're seeing in them already at the open. So Carrie says, I'm not any German according to my DNA. I would say the Italian and Irish are the stronger in my makeup. But all in all, I'm a mixture of quite a few European ethnic people. I'm the first one to purchase PMs that I know of anyway. I plan on getting more gold and haven't sold any yet. Knock on wood. There you go. I don't have any wood here to knock on. But, well, there's particle board. I can knock on this particle board. Very good. All right. Yep, that's a trend. The trend is your friend. That's right, Liquid Electrum. Good to see you, by the way. Wasilla Stacker is here. Let's do one more, then we'll transition over to the markets. Let's see here. Okay, we have got this from Old Dark Horse. Hi, you mentioned the U.S. dollar as the world's strongest currency. I thought the Swiss franc held that title. No, not anywhere close to it. The U.S. dollar still holds the title as the world's reserve currency, but its declining role in trade will place that title in jeopardy if we don't start making goods other countries need and using the dollar as a weapon. Well, yeah, you might be getting confused. The Swiss franc, it may hold its value along more than the dollar has. In other words, it may be experiencing less inflation, but it is not the most influential, as you've admitted to here. The dollar is the world's reserve currency. It is the strongest of the currencies that are tracked by the IMF. And I don't know that the Swiss franc is influential enough to even be considered. I don't know. But yes. Anyways, the new Zimbabwe ZiG, the sixth incarnation of their currency in gold, is gold backed, but because it's not 100% backed and the currency is not redeemable, all their banks for the gold backing its inflation is returning. Isn't this proof that a currency which isn't 100% backed, redeemable, may have no backing at all? No, it's not proof of that. The reason why that's the case is people still don't have faith in it yet. You can't have currencies that are backed by a numerous different commodities or rules-based system, which is what Ted Cruz proposed in 2016 in his presidential run. And because I don't think you could just go right to a gold-backed currency. And the reason why the Zimbabweans, by the ZiG, is losing because, and I did a video specifically about that, is because precisely the people are using dollars. The dollar is so strong that people want that rather than a gold-backed currency, even if it's by a little bit. That's how powerful the dollar is. Governments buying gold like Turkey also appear to do nothing for their currency, the lira, which continues to be inflated away because the lira isn't fully backed. That's right. But the people, though, they are backing gold. Many of them, I did a story about this too. They hide their gold underneath their mattresses. They are buying gold like crazy in Turkey. And now their central bank is buying it as well too. All right, let's get over here. Let's take a look at the markets again. We can see gold is dropping a little bit more, down $6.80 right now to $2,651.10. And silver is trying to recover some of its losses from earlier in the evening. It is down 0.29%, down 40 cents right now, $31.20. So it is quite a night here with the silver being down, and platinum and palladium are also down over 1% as well. Good to see you guys. Glad you all are here with me tonight. We got XTN is here. Welcome. Just found your channel. Well, thank you. Well, welcome, XTN. We're glad you're here. Appreciate it. Steve C is here. James Smith is with us as well tonight. And Michael K. Yep, Opportunity Canucks with a K. Exactly right. It sure does. And so there's where the markets are right now. We're going to revisit those frequently because this is a volatile night. Everything is in the red tonight. Everything is down. Not sure what's going on in the Asian markets, what the reasoning behind this is. But we did see some pretty big gains Thursday and Friday. Could this be a consolidation period, what we're seeing here with the metals? I don't know. We'll find out. Dan Rumble on this video about, this was a somewhat of a controversial video about the flowing hair metal here. Let's see here. He says, I'll see if I can get one cheaper later. Too expensive from the mint, in my opinion. Not the right time for me to spend $100 on an ounce of silver, but I do like the magic ticket idea. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, it's very controversial. Some people don't like it, but yes, there you go, Dan. Certainly understandable for that. Yes, indeed. Very good. I get a little bit more coffee in my veins here. Dennis Niemeyer is here. Mark Razor. And let's see here. Okay, we've got Chris in SoCal. Says, I'm tempted. I would like to get lucky and flip it. However, the best time to flip it would be immediately, and I'm not set up as an eBay seller. Yep, I know. I think I have an avenue where I could flip it, but no, because normally I wouldn't sell either on eBay. But yes, indeed, very good. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, because I've not heard about what's this assassination attempt, the third one that was thwarted. He's speaking right now in Arizona right now, but so it'd be very interesting to see if that was the Iranian plot. But anyways. Okay, we've got this from Silver Lover says, people are already asking $4,000 for the 230 privy silver metal on eBay. I don't know how they can do that. That's crazy. How are they able to do that? That's insane. Maybe eBay will allow listings contingent on getting one. I don't know. But anyways, I don't think you should be able to do that before. I don't think you should do any auctions unless you have the item in hand. Count Derpula says, I finally decided to buy something from the U.S. Mint. I looked at the 230th anniversary flowing hair, but instead I chose the 2024 First Star Privy ASE and NGC Black Core. Nice, 500,000 to be minted. Maybe next week I'll go for the flowing hair. All right, wow. You're able to buy those privy ones now. I did not know they were available. Good to see Gold Chick Mark B here. Good to see you. Matthew Crushlight Flowing Hair will be $104 plus $5 shipping. And so it's going to be expensive. Corey Martz says this on the Flowing Hair piece, says this, in an SHTF environment, who cares if a mint mark is rare? An ounce of metal is an ounce of metal, right? By having this mindset of rarity is more valuable, aren't you just continuing the scam of perceived value versus actual value? Best regards. No, I'm not, Corey, because I know the difference between stacking and collecting. Yes, SHTF, all collection is out the window. All chances for profits on collecting is out the window, but then again, so is your television. So is your smartphone. So is pretty much everything out there. See, Corey, I understand the difference between stacking and collecting. And by the way, I will say this, in an SHTF environment, silver and gold ain't going to help you either in the immediate aftermath of such. I did a video series about that called Silver and SHTF. I encourage you to check that out. Yes, indeed. All right. Now, let's do one more, then we'll check the markets. It's been an exciting night. A good opportunity if you're in a buying mood, especially silver taking a pretty big drop tonight. But let's see here. We've got this from Bellows Forge, 9726. Hey, Sal, won't this cause the 230 privy to be faked because of the increased value that they bring? Maybe. Perhaps. But my guess is probably it's not going to be very easy to do. And I don't know. I don't know how, how much these things are going to go up for. But it's about anything that really keeps climbing, there's a chance that it could be faked. But last time that the V75 Silver Eagles came out, I haven't seen very many fakes of those either. Let's see here. All right. Let's see. Very good. Okay, now we've got this. Gold is now down $9.80 right now. So these dips are pretty much standard. They're not as down as much as they were at the open, but they are down. Silver down 45 cents now, down 1.44%, $31.15. So it's struggling here to hold on. And you know, but it's, you know, it's down. It's crazy. In fact, silver is being affected the most between these all these metals, except for palladium. Palladium is now down 2%, 2.19%, down to 1,066. Let's see here. Very good. Probably not into the wee hours of the morning. I don't know, Silver Wolverine. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But I may do a live stream on that, but I don't know how far I'm going to go with it. But we'll see. All right, let's see. Let's take a look here. The gold to silver ratio widening, obviously, to 85.26 because of what's happened here. Let's take a look. We don't usually do this early, but such a crazy time that... look at that. Look at this, folks. You see that? That's that dip. It's like, boom, right out of the starting gate. There's not even a line there. It just opened down. And with a lot of volume here, right out of the gate, I think that volume, I don't know what the red means as opposed to the green. Is red, I guess, is selling, right? And then green is buying. And so yeah, crazy. And it looks like over the in the course of the first 20 minutes of the open that it is stabilizing in this range. So we may not see much more activity other than it staying here, but this is unusual, I would say, to see that big of a gap here right out of the open. It's nuts, crazy. And I think probably to the lesser extent we're going to see the same thing with gold. But yeah, there's gold. Obviously in a much tighter spread, because you really can't see that there, but I digress. Crazy. All right. Going to keep an eye on that. Let's march on ahead here. We've got this from Carrie Taryn. The following on this flowing hair video. Rarity doesn't always transfer to higher value. That's exactly right. Where ever heard that before? That's exactly right, Carrie. Probably on this channel. I've said that many, many times. Very good. Ah, yeah. Let's see here. Welcome to OC Stacker. Silver Lunatic is here. To buy a signal from the open. All right. Yes, indeed. And let's see here. We've got this from B1 on this video. We're going to get through these fairly quickly. He says this. I picked up a gold sovereign of George IV for a $10 commemorative Washington ounce for $15. 3 10K gold women's watches for $10 a piece, and 3 12K gold reading glasses for $13. Wow, that's awesome. What an amazing buy that is. By the way, thank you guys for being here. If you are so kind, if you could be so kind as to press the thumbs up button, we could literally have 200 thumbs ups right now if everybody were to press it. We keep trying to, yeah, that's right. Yeah, probably so, Liquid Electrum. It's a threat, right? Very good. All right, very good. Alabama is here. Yes, I've been wondering what was going on with you. Hope a bit of a health scare. I hope everything is okay now. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. All right. Let's see here. We've got Roller Skate and SAG Actor. Says this, and this is a good question. How can they be up on eBay already? Different subject. I picked up a 2024 PASE First Star Privy. So they're already out now. First 50K for $149. Wow. Way to go. Congratulations. It's probably not a bad price considering, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm probably going to maybe wait for the hype to die down on those. I'm not sure. But we'll see. But yeah, crazy. But my only guess is maybe authorized purchasers are getting some of those things early, or the AVP program for those metals. I don't know. Okay, let's see here. And we've got this from the Corey Benalf says on this. The following, I forget who it was, but early 1890s in the U.S., they focused on making a currency that was artistically beautiful, the educational series. Cultural appreciation for art. I think the reason why a lot of this new stuff isn't appealing to collectors is a lot of the modern stuff is just too much going on. I think they're focusing too much on going woke because that loses the classical appeal. If the U.S. Mint really wanted to start bringing back some of the collectors, they would focus on making beautiful pieces of art. Also happen to be in coins. Yep, I agree. It would be nice if they did that. Matthew's having a hard time paying $32 for silver. I understand. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. We got Medusa Skull says, I normally buy it from eBay for a little more after they rated. I think I can get this with proof 70 for $250. It's like hire someone to do all the hard work for me. Yes, that's true. You'll pay a lot for it, but anyways. And Willa 2365 on this video says the following. It would be nice if the U.S. Mint would spend less time on packaging and create some better designs. They could borrow a page from the Canadian Mint. Yeah, the Canadian Mint does a good job with their design for sure. Yes, indeed. Let's see what we got here. As we peruse through. Good stuff here. Good comments from folks out there. And let us now move on up to the next comment and see what they're saying. Then we're going to look at the markets again, too. Let's see. Yes, there's going to be a lot of interesting things that happen after these things go on sale on Tuesday, I think. So, Dr. Mady, if you get one with the 230 Privy, 8 would estimate $400 to $600 range. Privy with Mint Director, $1,500 to $2,500. Yes, could be. It's hard to say. We'll see the actual market. What the actual market does with that. But anyways, greetings, Anti-Act Jack. Good to see you. Glad you guys are with us. All right, Tony. Take care, brother. Thanks for popping in. I hope you feel better, my friend. Take care, my brother. Yes, indeed. Thanks for popping in tonight. Praying for you. All right, Cyber Curtain Twitcher, who I'm not sure if is with us tonight, but let's see here. He says the following. Love the design, but that's where it ends for me. The mints around the world do like to entice buyers with gimmicks. Yes, lots of different strategies for sure that are out there. You're right, CCT, for sure. All right. Lookout Piano. It's supposed to be her actual signature. It's supposed to be her actual signature. And Dean R is with us tonight. Good to see Dean covering for Tony. Silver Annihilator is here. Paul Tissue is with us tonight. Let's take a look at the markets. We've seen a pretty big, dramatic fall in silver's price tonight. It is now down over 1%. It was down much more than that earlier in the night. It's consolidating around this area here. $31.24 right now, down 37 cents. A pretty big drop, and gold is now down $5.40, which is the amount that it had kind of fallen earlier. But I guess the low for gold was $26.44. Yes, indeed. All right. Platinum and palladium are down as well. Palladium is actually down 25 bucks tonight. Good to see you guys. Welcome, Trent. Butterfly Effect. Foxy Joe is here. C130, good crowd with us tonight. Do we have a thumbs up? 226 likes. Thank you. There's enough people here now that if everybody were to press the thumbs up button right now we would have 250 likes in an instant. I don't know why people don't do it. I guess it does take an incredible amount of energy and time to do. It's a massive, massive effort. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's get over here to this. We've got James O'Neill Brown on my video about the important message for the silver stacking community. Makes a good point. He says this. I love arguing with people on social media. I wish I could cuss and threat and make fun of people. The more offense I could make would be great. Yet I respect other people's channels, and I don't want to be blacklisted. My generation grew up tough, and don't take poopy. That's right, James O'Neill Brown. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of times it is kind of silly to argue, and I don't understand the motivation for trolling, but it does happen for sure. Rhodium is cheap right now. That's right. Yeah, it's cheap compared to where it was, but still too rich for my blood right now. Yes, indeed. I probably will not be buying rhodium, even though it's right at $5,075 an ounce in the ask price. Now, Paul Sargent here says this. Hey, Sal, I think those are two things holding up the dollar. One is the weakness of other fiat, as you said. The other is high interest rates. The rate cuts are the beginning of the end. Very well could be that, yep, we'll see. We'll see what happens through this. The Fed is threading a needle with those interest rate cuts. Yes, indeed. All right. There is CCT is with us tonight. Good to see you, CCT. We've got Alice Staunton says here, great video. How exactly do you make gold work for you? I don't. I don't make gold work for me. Maybe I have said that in there as a figure of speech, but it's precisely because it doesn't do anything. Gold doesn't do anything. That's the attractive nature of it. I make it sit there. It protects my wealth. That's all it does. And that's much of an action, right? So that's how I make it work for me, by it just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? It just sits there. I think that's great. All right. Thank you, F-37 Metal. So good to see you, my friend. You are awesome. I'm glad you're here. And let's see here. Good folks here tonight. Appreciate you guys being here. Make my gold hide. There you go. It's just a store of your wealth. That's right, Alabama. Exactly right. So we got Silver Heist, the great Silver Heist. I don't know if he's here with us tonight, but he's got a good comment on this. He said the following here. I think the 1794 Privy Mart population will be rare and valuable, but it's a lottery on who gets it. Exactly right. It really is. And you only get one chance. You got one chance. You can't beat the odds by buying a whole bunch of them. I had to make a collector. Mark Razor is here. Good to see you, Mark Razor. Gold Chick is reporting 165 thumbs up. Thank you. And let's see here. We've got this from illegal products for you. Every currency should be backed by something. Exactly. There should be some constraints. By the way, this video did not get very many views, but it asked the question, will gold-backed currency be announced to be coming soon? Let's see here. And Michael K says, good morning, Sal and friends. Have a great day. Thank you, Michael K. And I think Michael K is back with us tonight. We appreciate him being here. And we've got this from Paul Fay on this video from this morning about the BRICS currency. And he says this. Let me get over here to where I can make this most effective. Yes, indeed, that's how we like to do it. While I would love to see a gold-backed currency by BRICS, I've always been skeptical that they would ever do it because it would impose fiscal discipline on the nations adopting it. Some of those BRICS countries love manipulating interest rates and fiat currency as much as we do. That's exactly right, Paul. That's right. Very, very true. But I think to start, they need to have faith in each other's currencies and the system from which those transactions would take place. I think they're building on those transactions, that system, to replace SWIFT right now. I think that's really what it boils down to. Yes, indeed. But you're right. They don't want any constraints any more than we do. All right. Astro Club, and then we'll look at the markets after this comment. It says this. Announcing a gold-backed currency is one thing. Keeping it is another. Fiscal self-discipline and the firm rule of law is required to maintain such a currency. Every nation on earth has sampled and become addicted to a powerful drug that is fiat currency. You sure have. You're exactly right. All right, Steve Lapointe is reporting we have 171 thumbs up now. Thank you. All right, very good. Hopefully we'll get to 200 very quickly. All right. There's enough people here now that if everybody that has not were to press the thumbs up button, we'd have 300. Easy, easy. Tom Larson is still with us tonight. Good to see you guys. As we peruse through here, Silver Surfer Chick says, I think a gold-backed currency is coming back, but very slowly. Fiat currency is very addictive. Yes, indeed. You're right. It sure is. And let's take a look at the markets now. We are seeing, there we go. Okay, now silver is now down under a 1% drop. That's we've seen a little bit of a recovery tonight, consolidation here. As we get to the bottom of the hour, gold is now down $6.80, down 0.26%, and silver is trying to recover its losses, now down 30 cents, $31.31. Platinum is down 11, palladium is down 21 right now. Jeff Nelson is here. Good to see Jeff. Over here is there. Good to see you. All right. Eli is here. Good to see you. All right. Very good. So there's where the markets are now. Everything is in the red, but we're seeing a little bit of a recouping of losses for silver tonight. So it's be interesting to track this and see where it goes. Mr. Greenstar is here. Welcome. Appreciate you guys joining me. Let's get to the next comment from Sign Up, who I think is with us tonight. Says this. Let me get over here to make this work. What's happening here? He says, there is so much information being released until the election. All over the world, information is flowing. All over the world, people are waking up. Yeah, they're kind of seeing what's going on. People are being hoodwinked by their governments. It's not just here either. It's around the world. We're being hoodwinked by our governments. Yes, indeed. All right. Very good. We're going to do more slurping for You Be Stupid. Oh, yeah, we love our coffee. I should be doing more of it because it's getting lukewarm here. Pamp Legend of the Zero Dragon. Nice, SJL. Awesome. Very good. These political uncertain times, metal should be through the roof. You would think. But there's a lot of things. The geopolitics, I think, are having a greater effect. And those are the biggest, I think, one of the biggest drivers right now. Interest rates, inflation, and geopolitics, and domestic politics under that umbrella. Yes, indeed. Under that umbrella, for sure. A lot of different factors keeping metals going in the direction they are, which is mostly up. Mostly up. All right, let's see here. And let's get on to the next comment as we peruse our way through. And then we'll take a look at the markets again. We've got this from Lee Derby. Lee Derby, the USA should be introducing a gold circulating coin to gain confidence back in the dollar. Yeah, that would be very tough to do. But can you imagine? I don't know how the banks would handle that. That would be interesting if they were to do it. But yeah, I don't see that happening. And, you know, considering that the dollar is kind of a, you know, I don't know how that would work, but it would be kind of cool to see that, but I don't think that would work. And really, the same thing with the silver coin, too. we'd have to almost, I think that kind of thing, we'd have to almost really think about how that would be done. Jeff Nelson, seems like too many hands in the cookie jar to me. Let's see if they can all get along, as India and China have been fighting at their shared border. Who is in charge of the currency and will all agree to any changes? That's right, true. Yep, you're right. These nations are loosely associated, much more loosely associated than the G7 or G20. You're right. Let's see here. And Yasma 977. It says here, let me get to this. Not a BRICS currency, but they will bypass the dollar together. My guess is they will officially announce de-dollarization in their transactions and with their external partners. Well, their de-dollarization is already happening. They already are starting to do some of that. They may just ramp it up. And they're going to announce this thing called UNIT soon, so stay tuned for that. And I think that's the beginning of it. But yeah. Paul Sargent, Turkey, a joint BRICS and NATO membership. I wonder if this will be tolerated or not. Yes, I wonder too. I thought about that as well too. That will be, but the NATO is more of a military, not an economic alliance. I think that's different. 200 thumbs up. Very good. Nice. Thank you. And let's see. Jesus Gonzalez says here on this video about BRICS. If you guys get a chance, I hope you will check this video out about BRICS Summit, Gold Backed Currency in the Horizon. But before we do that, big test unit with the first act of kindness tonight. 5 Salivate Metal memberships has been granted. A shot across the bow from Big Test Unit. Thank you, sir. Very kind of you indeed. Look at that. If you receive one of those from him, give him a warm thank you. The first one tonight. Thank you so much. All right. Very, very cool. First one tonight. Thank you, my friend. Alien 8278. With Thanksgiving just around the corner, turkey is a must for BRICS. Yes, indeed. And maybe you could cook some turkey in a brick-fired oven. That may make it so apropos, wouldn't it? Very good. And King Tiger Crown, does Germany have its own mint? And if so, does Sal have any bullion or coins from it there? There are several mints there, but I don't think they make bullion products. There are mints in Germany, that private mints, that make them for other nations, but not for Germany itself. They don't have a bullion coin that I know of. Very good. Keep stacking from James Smith. Yes, indeed. And let's see here. And Max5WM says, the BRICS may announce they're getting closer to a non-US dollar payment system, but no way will they tip their specific intentions before they go live. Yep, I think you're right. They're going to keep a lot of this stuff under the belt for sure, but they're putting enough information out there to cause people to running scared. Whoa, thank you, James Smith, with the first super chat of the night. Thank you, James. Very kind of you indeed. We had a channel gift membership from Big Test Unit, and now James Smith has just super chatted $2. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate the support. Riverside County Sheriff just had a presser about man arrested before Coachella rally yesterday. Vern Miller, but let out on bond. He had many different passports and fake plate. This was the guy, I guess there was an attempted assassination attempt. Wow. Thank you for that report, Silver Wolverine. The third assassination attempt was thwarted. Wow, crazy. This goes to show you. All right. Very good. Let's see. Yeah, there's going to be some things that I keep under their hat. Speaking of under the hat, let's get under the hood of the markets in Asia. And we can see that they are consolidating and holding the line kind of where they're at right now. And we kind of saw that with the trend line with the markets as they opened up. They're kind of hovering in this area, but they're still down dramatically. Gold down $7.20 to $2,650.70 now for an ounce of gold. If you want to buy one, that's your spot price. Silver is down 33 cents, down 1.05% to $31.28 right now. So back over $1 down. Platinum is down $12, and palladium is down $21. Palladium taking the biggest hit tonight of the precious metals. Indeed it is. As we navigate these markets some more, very interesting times. Very good. Okay. Let's get back over here to this from Norwegian Maid. The lovely Norwegian Maid says here, the BRICS don't seem to support a globalist agenda, and I agree with you that the Trump talks about bringing our manufacturing back home. In a way, they agree. That's right. Yep, you're right. You're right, Norwegian Maid. Joe Rogan podcast. Then Rogan will interview Salivate Metal. All right, I'll have to check that out. Very good. I'll be going on right after Trump. So stay tuned to the Joe Rogan podcast. He finally did reach out to me. I've heard it through Zero Hedge. I didn't get the official answer back from Joe. I've reached out to him. I mean, I've only reached out to him like 10 times a day, every day. So I give him time to answer. You know, I'm not that crazy, rabid to try to get on the Joe Rogan podcast. But hey, you know, let's see here. All right. We've got Call Me the Breeze. It's a cool name. Showing the American flag under distress. We are a nation under distress. I think that's an appropriate flag to fly nowadays. Thank you, Sal, for another great video. Can any of you stackers recommend a good, decent, accurate, but not the most expensive scale for coins, bricks, and big enough to handle maybe 3 to 5 pounds? Lots of Amazon, but who knows? You know, I don't know. I have a very small scale, very cheap. But if you want to get something like that, there probably are professional scales out there. You probably just research it online, not necessarily through Amazon, but just try to find some good reviews and some scales out there. But I really don't know. Yes, indeed. Nickel stacking. Actually, I've done videos about Joe Rogan on precious metals. And I'll show you, if you go to my channel, he has talked about precious metals in the past, and you type in Joe Rogan in the chat. In fact, there's anything you want to know about, if I've done a video on it or not, just type it in the chat there. Joe Rogan is blown away by gold. That's right. And Joe Rogan exposes the truth about gold. Yes, indeed. So there's a couple of videos on it. Yeah. And there we go. So that should hopefully... let's get back over here to this. All right, Silver Wolverine, have a good evening, brother. Good to see you. Oh, man, thank you, Matthew. You are very kind. I appreciate that, my brother. I slurp in your general direction. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Take care. Silver Wolverine. All right. Good evening to Roller Skate and SAG actors with us tonight. And let's get over here to One Species about the video that I did this afternoon. Earlier than usual. The gold rush is on again. More central banks buying gold. Cannot seem to get on here first. It's great that those institutions are accumulating so much real money. Great video. Thank you. Well, thank you, One Species. Really appreciate you. One Species is here with us tonight, by the way. Special shout out for him, and thank you for watching the video. And you guys should check out Silver Heist channel as well, too. He showcases the new the CCT silver slides. CCT has been making those silver slides for many years now. I have one of the first series of them that I bought from him, and really cool and really nice. And it still smells good in the armpit of it. Yes, they each have armpits, and the armpits you should sniff on your CCT slides that you get. You really should. And that's what it sounds like when it's open. And yes, indeed, good stuff. I really want an ebony one. I like to get an ivory one too. I want to get an ivory CCT slide and an ebony CCT slide and put them together. Why? So that they live in perfect harmony. You know what I mean? Side by side on my desktop, not my keyboard. Oh Lord. Why am I singing this song? I don't know. All right, let's see here. We've got this. We've got one CJS says, hats off to Poland and the Polish people. They're doing things the right way. Indeed, they are. Speaking of doing things the right way, let's take a look at the markets. It's the right thing to do because why? This is the Sunday night market watch. The metals are down tonight, but they're consolidating around this period, this area, rather. Gold is down $7.40 tonight, down just over a quarter of a percentage point to $2,650.50. Silver is down 36 cents tonight. Down 1.14%, down 36 cents. It'd be very interesting to see what happens in a few hours in London when the markets open up there, then in New York. Will they continue their trajectory downwards? Will they consolidate in this range? I'm not sure. We'll find out. Let's see here. Very good. Let's get back over here to this from Chad Wolf says, it would be nice to have my entire stack in a big safe. It really would, but just too risky. Never put all your eggs in one basket. That's right. It's good to spread that wealth around on different locations where you store it. I've talked about that a lot of times on this channel too. You're exactly right, for sure. But glad you're here. Thank you, Tom Larson. Sorry about that. I'm actually meant to hit the mute button, but I couldn't find it in time. And let's see here. Where is? I gotta find out where are the. Let's see. I guess right there. I'm gonna see what that sounds like in the replay. Just a second. But I couldn't find it in time. And let's see here. Where is? I gotta find out where are the. Let's see. I guess right there. Oh, that was cool, man. I might use that effect later. I found that mute button. That's awesome. It's a mutiny. Who's your daddy? Who? Good to see you. Welcome. New Hoosier Stacker email. Nice. Congratulations. Who's your daddy? Who is here? Welcome. Good to see you, my friend. All right. Rick Kurutz is here. So let's go over here to the next one. We have got this from, but yes, indeed, Chad, good comment. Call Me the Breeze says, the only ones in America not buying are those who do not know the creature from Jekyll Island. That's right. True that, true that. A lot of shenanigans happened there in 1910. Jekyll Island, Florida. All right. Yeah, with roller skating SAG actor, I heard about that. And actually, I don't hear a beep. I'm listening for it. I don't hear it. From my smoke detector. But I'll listen. Is there a beeping in the background here? Let me listen. Hold on. And actually, I don't know. Anyways, got me going crazy here. All right, Cybercurrent Twitcher. Well, I'm not in any rush to buy more gold. I've just spent my quota for this year. There you go. Yep. And sometimes you got to know when to hold them. And CCT knows when to hold them. Know when to know your limits. Man's got his nose limitation. No IQ, very informative, Mr. Sal. Thank you, No IQ. Appreciate you, brother. Very kind of you indeed. Yeah, Dextral Sword. I was in the middle of watching it, but got interrupted by my own live stream. I'm going to check it out. I've got a pause right now, and I'll watch the rest of it after this is over. Mike Hunt says here, I got to be very careful how I say that. Michael Hunt, that's how I'll say it. Michael Hunt says, do you have a recommendation on sizes of rounds and bars to hold? Example, 1 5-ounce round for every 20, 1 ounce round, 1 10-ounce for every 5 ounce. What's just convenient to buy? Yeah, it's really going to be up to you. And understand liquidity is going to be key. Really based off of what is in your local area, which may change from time to time. 1 ounce is obviously the best. Most liquid probably for silver, but I also have bars ranging in size from 5 ounce all the way up to 100 ounce. But yeah, it just depends on your area, and the ratio between is going to be up to you. All right, let's see here. Dean R says, thanks for the info, Sal. Thank you, brother, for watching. Really appreciate that. Silver Surfer Chick, yes, scammers never call me on Sundays. I did have one call me earlier today. Highly unusual, though. Most of the time, they don't do it. All right, Steve LaPointe is reporting 217 thumbs up. Thank you. And there's enough people that literally, within a split second, everybody that has not pressed the thumbs up button, that has that ability, that could, if they were to do it right now, we'd have over 300 likes. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see here. And let's press on. See what we've got. We'll get a few more comments, and we're going to check out the markets again. And they are down, in case you're wondering. All right. E. Diddy Smith is chiming in and says the following. The BRICS might make a gold-backed currency for the elites, but the average person around the world will have a CBDC that they control. All BRICS countries are a part of the World Economic Forum. Yes. Yep, it's crazy what's going on there. They want to, I don't know that all of them are. I don't know that Russia is by any chance, but I'm probably sure that China is. China already has a CBDC, by the way. Thank you, Justin Sartain has activated the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Michael K has got some TV dinners going on now. Scammers calling Columbus Day. Yes, we probably will get some scampers. All right, let's see here. And Tony Bones says this here. Remember when America did a huge war crime and lied about Saddam Hussein having weapons of mass destruction? Well, I challenge that premise, actually. We did make the claim that he had them. He had 12 years to hide them, and we waited way too long. We had little bits of circumstantial evidence that he had them, but likely they probably were moved to Syria. And the burden of proof, by the way, was on Saddam to prove that he didn't have them. He was unable to provide that proof. There was a MiG-29 found buried in the desert. So who knows? They're probably still out there. In fact, there were some 500 canisters that were found, and then most of those were inert, but they were filled with chemical weapons at one time. But anyways, the most corrupt terrorists on the planet go over there and hang them on live on television. Then they all steal all of his gold. Then Obama apologized for it and said, we were wrong. Yeah, yep. Obama went on his apology tour for sure. Yep, you're right. But anyways, Mark Razor has just gifted 1 Salivate Metal membership to Justin Sartain. Thank you, Mark. Very cool. Very kind of you indeed. The second of its sort tonight. Thank you, my friend. Silver Drill Pickle is here with us tonight. Very, very cool. The lovely Norwegian maid says, great video, Sal. I think doing what central banks do is a wise thing. Exactly is. You're right. We will be our own bankers. And we can trust our own banking methods, that's for sure. All right, let's take a look at the markets now again. What are they doing now? Okay, they are hanging around the same area, but down across the board. Everything is in the red tonight. Gold is down $6.50 at $2,651.40. Silver's down 34 cents to $31.27. With this just coming across the wire, Steve LaPointe has just gifted 5 Salivate Metal memberships. Wow. Way to go. Man, thank you so much to Steve. Very kind of you indeed. Hillbilly Stackin says, I remember that, Sal. Go do your research. Go listen to the people involved, not the government. That's exactly right. You know, the 10 scariest words of the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help. Not a good idea. People have less trust in the government than ever before, myself included. Yep, there was a time when I would not use the phrase, the chefs at the Cook the Books Club. Now I trust none of them. I don't trust the FBI. I don't trust the NSA. None of the agencies. The IRS, of course. None of that. It's a shame. It's a shame. But here we are. And the thing is I probably should not have trusted them even back when I did. In reality, there's something called the administrative state. And it's infested with both political parties. And that's why it's all the worse. So this is not a partisan issue. This is a big government issue. Yes, indeed. Are you for school choice? Yes, definitely for school choice. In fact, I think really, in all honesty, I don't think there should be public schools funded by the federal government at all. We need to get rid of the Department of Education. They haven't educated a single soul. It's one big teachers union. Leave public education to the states that are constrained by their own budgets, and make decisions on their educations to be local completely. Local control, local accountability for the school system. Our education system is pretty much a failure in this country, especially on the collegiate level. But anyways, all right, let's see here. So now we see silver now down 33 cents, $31.27. The low right at the open here was down $30.74. So quite a big difference. Yes, indeed. And let's get over here to THS Sporting Center. Sort of sounds like a banking vacuuming up all of the gold it can find. So many buyers at huge volumes, it's difficult to comprehend. It sure is. And that's part of what's propping up gold's price. No question about it. Let's see here. And we've got this. I personally have not heard the conversation about U.S. government trying to push gold prices down to weaken the BRICS position. I would be logical possibility for maintaining the U.S. dollar to a new competitor in global currency. Well, the thing is, most of these BRICS nations, they don't really care what the price is. They're accumulating for ultimate protection. I think, in a sense, that's kind of how we should view it to some degree anyway. At least that's how we should view holding a good portion of our gold in that manner. Very good. The cat is here, by the way. Welcome, the cat. We have 251 likes now, Steve Lapointe is reporting. And if we could get 300 likes tonight, I think that would be great. I hope you guys will consider pressing the thumbs up button. Appreciate you being here. And the cat refuses to wear flip-flops in public. Me too. The only way I would wear flip-flops in public if I could wear socks with them. Cemetery Shop, why do we pay property tax ostensibly for local education while local education is held hostage by federal funding constraints? Very good question, Cemetery Shop. Very good question. It's a broken system. Sure is. You're right. And those taxes we pay every year. John Power, 8356, on the Gold Rush is on again, says the following. I'm all in on gold, except for my house. I just paid my mortgage off, and now I'm putting more in gold and possibly some silver. Don't see how it can go wrong, looking at all the drivers gold and silver have. Nowhere to go but up. Actually, there is room to go back down. I've talked about it in some of the videos, and people have gotten mad at me for making even a hint of suggestion that they could go down. They could. Both metals could. Believe it or not. Keep that in mind, John Powers. Congratulations on paying off your house. But do not be 100% sure of the metals going up. I think they will go up, but I can't say for sure. And there's a lot that could cause them to go down. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Where are we at? Let's get over here to this. From Richard Metcalf about what the U.S. Mint's doing. The Mint sure is pulling out all the gimmicks to try to boost sales of overpriced items. If you get the privy, it will probably do as well as the V75 Eagles. Actually, I don't think so. The V75 Eagles were limited to 1,945. These will be limited to, well, I guess with the signed certificate is 230. Those may do well. Those maybe not quite. But see, the V75 was an eagle. It was a coin. This is not a coin. I also don't think it will do well even with that low of a number. But we'll see here. All right, let's see here. Okay. Let's do a few more and we'll take a look at the markets again. Sponge Bobby. I like that. Sponge Bobby trapezoidal pants. Says, collectors' coins, in my opinion, are worth only what collectors think. I'd rather have a coin that's worth what the metal is. It'll be dead before the collector's coin is worth my while. That's just my opinion. No worries. Yep, you're in the end. That's right. The collector's market is what it is. And collectors determine the price. For sure, you're right. And that revolves around demand as collectors. All right. New York Post is saying, armed man Vern Miller arrested outside Trump's Coachella rally, and sheriff says it was possible third assassination attempt. Okay, so he was literally there at the rally. I did not know that. Thank you. Silver Heist is reporting this. We're going to pin this because this is breaking news. Armed man Vern Miller, who was armed outside of Trump's Coachella rally, and sheriff says it was possible third assassination attempt. He was in Arizona today, but wow, thank you for sharing that. Crazy. Thwarted. Michael K., the great Michael K., says here, and the following: I was trying to write something smart, just don't have it in me. Peace, folks. Keep stacking if you're able. Not I these days, but not selling either. Diamond fingertips. There you go. Hope you're all having health, peace, moksha, and happiness. There you go. He did get his Trump round and was not overwhelmed with the quality, but happy to support the Don trying to. Yes, there you go. Thank you. Yes, indeed. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so Who's Your Daddy says he was stopped a half-mile away from the rally when he was arrested. Okay, very good. Another planned event. CIA distractions. All right. So it was a half-mile away. So that's 2,000 feet. 2,200 feet. 5,280. 5,000. 4,000. It was 2,100 feet. 2,100 feet, approximately. It's still pretty close, right? He had a fake VIP pass outside rally and was stopped, says there. There's Tiger Stacker. Tiger Stacker is here. And Tiger Stacker has posted a video, and I have not seen it yet because I've been busy through the day, but check out Tiger Stacker's channel. He did an interview with Delegate Chris Pritt. He says, hello, Uncle Son, everybody. Glad to be here with you all, and good to be with you. Thank you, Tiger Stacker. With the second super chat of the night, thank you, brother. You guys should check out Tiger Stacker's channel. And there may be an interesting surprise coming over on Tiger Stacker's channel. You want to stay tuned for that on Tiger Stacker. Yes, indeed. All right. Wasilla Stacker says, great content. I really like this edition. Thank you as always, sir. Thank you, Wasilla. Appreciate you watching and very appreciate your kind words. Let's see here. Let's take a look at the markets now, shall we? Just for gits and shiggles. Silver is now down 33 cents. Just under 1% drop, or just over 1% drop in price tonight for silver. $31.28. Gold is down $6.40 to $26.51.50. Platinum down $12. Palladium down $19 right now. Palladium's got hit the hardest tonight. Yes, indeed. Very good. And let's see here. So there's where the markets are tonight. Gold to silver ratio, in case you're wondering, and I know you are, is just above 85 to 1. So it's climbing back up again. All right, very good. Let's march back onto some of these comments. We've got No IQ. Very interesting, Mr. Sal. Thank you, No IQ. Appreciate you coming back and watching the videos. You are the man. Buckshot George is here. Welcome, Buckshot George. And let's see here. We've got Richard Metcalf says, thanks, Sal, for the BRICS update. Yes, indeed. Not many people saw this video, so I appreciate you taking the time to watch this one, my friend Richard. It means a lot. This time, it means a lot that my normal viewers are watching because I'm not getting much help from the algorithm. We will see. It's going to be interesting to see what effect it will have on gold's price when they do announce it. Yes, it will be. I think they got to build up their allegiance for sure. All right. Why do platinum and palladium never go up or down in cents? Good question, Matthew Crust Life. They don't trade as often, and I think because of the way the markets are, they only trade in whole dollars because it's not as big of a market, and the moves are just like in an auction. Some things in an auction, they will, if there's not as much activity, they will go. If there's a lot of activity, they may go, I don't know, it just depends. But some things go more, some things go less. And they always move in dollar increments. You never see them in 50-cent intervals, and they don't trade nearly as often. And same thing for rhodium. Rhodium, I think, trades in $25 increments, if I'm not mistaken. I think rhodium trades in $25 increments, whereas platinum and palladium trade in dollar increments. And silver and gold trade in fractions of a cent. That's right, they trade in fractions of a cent. Steve LaPointe says we have 259 thumbs up. That means we need 41 more. If my math is correct, 41 more thumbs up to get to, indeed, 300. Can Mark B get us there? I'm not sure, but anyways, let's see here. Silver piece dollar worth getting? It might be if you're a collector, but if you're not, now don't expect those things to be worth a whole lot in the secondary market afterwards. It just depends. All right. Let's do this. You've got to be efficient here. This is how we do it. Where are we at here? Let's see. Cyber Curtain Twitcher on this video about the BRICS nations says this. I guess we'll all have to wait and see, but I somehow doubt it will happen. They're all too addicted to the funny money they can keep printing. Yep, that's right. They're not immune from it. We put them on a big pedestal, but we shouldn't. Sheriff from Riverside, California, Chad Bianco, took a knee for the protesters in 2020. Oops, hold on a second here. I got to get my mouse back. I can't miss the thing here. What's wrong with the government employees? Yep, that's crazy, Red Crawler. That's a shame. It's a shame they do that. All right, Spaghetti Revisited on the Gold Rush is on again video. Says this. I can't wait to buy more Tier 1 assets for me. Bye-bye fiat fuckery. Gold and land and real estate is what I'm dabbling in. I'll never trust the banks as long as I live. There you go. You're not alone, Spaghetti. That's for sure. All right. Have a good night, Michael K. Thanks for popping in tonight. I appreciate it. Roger Yao is with us. Pawn silver, my repayment was $15.45. I'm my own banker. Wow. Crazy, crazy. Let's see here. Let's get over here to Richard Metcalf. On this, he says, I can understand gold's continued climb. Have a little gold, but a lot of silver. The little bit of gold I have is worth more than all the silver I have. Patiently waiting for the ratio to narrow. I can swap silver for gold. Yes, it would be nice. I don't know how long it's going to be, but anyways. Welcome to Big Cheese from Australia. Good to see you. Helter Skelter still here. Lookout Piano still here. And thank you. All right, he says these live streams are almost as habit-forming as silver is itself. All right, silver itself. Thank you. I'm glad you're here, Lookout Piano. Honored and humbled that you're with us. By the way, so is Count Triple here with some popcorn. I could use some popcorn right now. But instead, we're going to answer these comments and take a look at the markets after this comment right here from John Morgan. Says, recently bought a 10th-ounce gold Samoa Dragon a few days ago, waiting for them to ship. Congratulations, that's cool. So this is good news to hear after buying gold, even as high as it is. It's definitely going to 3K soon and even surpass it. Yes, a little bit of a dip tonight in it, but yes, indeed. And that's the thing. Gold is showing its own tonight. It is more resilient to wild market gesticulations. All right, let's see here. And micro rolling. It says this BRICS will fail. Well, we're going to read this comment, then we'll get to the markets. Because Russia and China will never give up the top position. And not one BRICS country wants the responsibility of having the world's reserve currency. Let's be honest, only the Biden administration is shipping pallets of cash to other countries. It's all digital, that's right. Good point, good point. Sell Mortimer Sell was here. Yes, indeed, turn those machines back on. It's Sunday night opening, and they did turn them on. And when they turned them on, Sell Mortimer Sell, you want to know what happened? This happened. Boom, down. A big dramatic fall earlier in the night, but right now we are sitting on gold down $7.20. $2,650.70 is where gold is sitting at right now. Silver's down 35 cents, down 1.13 cents. It was down to $30.74, pretty much right at the open. Silver Smith, good to see you. Have a good night. Sleep well. Cyber Curtain Twitcher, thank you for being here, my friend. All right. Red Crawler thinks that gold and silver will go lower under Trump. I think that's a possibility, a very real possibility, especially silver. All right, let's see here. And let's get back here. So there's where the markets are. Let's get over here to the Van Man. And the Van Man says this: if I were a mining company in either Russia or China, I would not sell any gold for anything other than US or Euro currency until this plays out. Russia and China do not trust each other. That's right. They have a somewhat of a strained relationship, but they have more that binds them together than separates them now. And why did you spell Russia with 2 Z's? I'm very curious about that. Have a good night, CCT. Sleep well. All right, let's see here. Tucson Bubba with an algorithmic smile. Thank you, Tucson Bubba. And we hope come by and grace us with this bourbon pump tonight. Buckshot George, who I believe is with us tonight as well, says the following here. Gold rush will always be on. Gold will always be wanted at any price. May have to change strategies or purchases in smaller portions, but we will chase it. Thanks for the new style. I agree. It will always be desired. You're exactly right. 272 likes, says Steve. We're getting closer. We need 28 more, somewhere thereabouts. All right. Appreciate you guys hitting the thumbs up button. And Willa 2365. I think it's wiser to maintain an even pace towards gold. Yep, I agree. I do agree. Live within your own budget. Stack accordingly. As we peruse our way through the next comment, Ozak Alt Bridge Company says this: if the gold standard means a comeback, micro amounts of gold like 1/4 gram, etc., will be the bread and butter of daily purchases on the new society. So companies like Lambda Studios in Arkansas will really shine because they're ahead of the game, already making grab bags of extra small coins. Well, actually, what's even better than that is the goldback. The goldback is far ahead of that. Those little tiny little coins they're going to be too easy to lose. But a gold foil note would be much better, more convenient. I can see it now. I'm in the grocery store and I'm getting ready to pay for the cart full of goods with gold, and I know that the cashier has a machine specifically designed to measure the purity of any gold and that way to make the payment. How incredible. Yep, and the goldback will be, or RM notes will be the way to go, whether it be the goldback or something else, but the goldback is the already being used for some transactions. F37 Metal says here, says, great video, and this is the last one. So to show you these videos aren't doing as much. We're already done with the comments, but we'll refresh this in a moment. Keep stacking that gold and silver. Soon the people who own rare metals will be wealthier than those who only own stacks of worthless green colored TP with pictures of dead people on them. There you go. Sooner or later, in the end, you know what's going to happen. Very good. Oaks Alt Bridge, those will fit in a billfold. The goldbacks fit in a billfold. Those little tiny 1/4 ounce. I've seen some of those little tiny gold coins. They're already being for sale over at JM Bullion and other places like that. You can buy those really tiny. You'll lose those things in a heartbeat. Your best bet is to get ARM notes for transactions. And yes. It just depends on the size. They're pretty resilient, those goldbacks are. And if you're talking for transactions, those little coins, you're going to lose those things in a heartbeat. You don't want to. If you're going to do that, you might as well stack silver. You might as well use silver. Use silver ounces or whatever, that type of thing. And there'll become a point in time to do that, but not those little tiny gold coins. But yes, all right. Let's see here. Let's refresh this and let's take a look here at the markets. We can see that gold is down about $7.90, hanging out about this area. So they stabilize. The prices have stabilized, but to the downside, silver is down 34 cents, down over 1%, $31.27 for silver. Yes, indeed. Platinum is down $11, and palladium is down $15 now. Palladium was down $25 earlier in the night. It got down as low as $1,019. So yeah, big drops. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, 1964 quarter. Goldbacks The only reason why you should own goldbacks, there's two reasons, and two reasons only to own goldbacks. Number one, if you're a collector and you like the designs. Number two, if you are actually using them to transact. If you're not using them to transact, there's no point in stacking them. That's not the type of gold you want to stack. And I would not, if you don't live in a goldback state or a state that actually has numerous businesses using them yet, and then it would be a waste to stack them because I don't know. I mean, it's still at the very beginning phases. They're growing. The popularity is growing for goldbacks, but it's going to take a while. But they should never be. I interviewed the CEO of a goldback. If you type CEO goldback in here, I confronted him on the high premiums. It was a good conversation, and also did a video. This is why goldbacks work as money, but they do not work to stack. You should not be stacking goldbacks. That's not what they're there for. They're not to stack. Huge premiums on them, but they do work as money. And in these two videos, we'll discuss that and everything. Let's see here. All right. Let's get on down here. Good evening, Brad Lewis. Good to see you. Let's answer a few more comments, and we'll get back to the markets again. We got Cemetery Shop on the flowing hair dollar situation here. Says this. I'm not a fan of the way they finished the design layout. The date isn't centered, and the lettering in the reverse also has an unbalanced appearance. More care should have been taken. Yeah, I bet the designer of this was a big fan of anime. Highly qualified for DI promotion almost anywhere. Still silver, so I buy it, but not with the kind of premium attached. Yeah, Cemetery Shop. As I mentioned this in the video too, it is a realistic rendition of the original, which obviously the way designed coins back then was not. They weren't quite as good back in the day, or at least this one wasn't. The first U.S. coin, silver dollar, so it's lacking compared to today's standards. I don't know why the date was off center, but they're doing it to stay true to the back in the day. So, Cemetery Shop, I don't think we can accuse Scott, Ridley Scott, whatever his name is, the designer of this. I don't think we can accuse him of being a DEI hire, because that's what the design was based on. Yes, indeed. Accurate representation of that. All right, we have 282 likes and 235 watching. We're getting close. We're getting close now to 300 tonight. Appreciate you guys. Steve C says, war will be on the horizon. I hope not, but it could be. Never know. The Silver Surfer Chick, tons of gold for everyone. Oh, man. Yes, they will. There's a lot out there, but it's much rarer than silver. Yes, indeed. Cemetery Shop says, it really looks like a ball. The banks are preparing for a gold standard. Why else would you need to stack that much gold? Time will tell the story. Well, yes, in due course, that may be what happens, but they're doing it to protect themselves, but they can sell it for fiat currencies if need be, for foreign exchange reserves if they get in real trouble. And they don't want to. They want to have something that will protect them against the dollar. Yes, indeed. And it's not just the BRICS nations; it's also friendly nations as well too. It's a good idea to stack gold for all of us. You're right. Steve C says, "Do you think gold will pull silver up?" Yes, and it has already. It has done that already. And let's see here. The effects of silver on water. Very cool. Somebody watched an older video. Says fish tarnishes silver. They call it silverware because of the silver today. The handle is silver only. The rest is stainless steel. Yep, that's right. Very rarely do you get. I've got some stainless steel or a silver. I mean, actual silverware where everything is silver. All right. Well, let's see here. Let's see. Very good. Let's get to the markets now and see what they're doing right now. We have got this Gold is down $8.10 now. It's starting to take a little bit of a stronger dip now as evening goes on to $2,649.80. Silver is now down 38 cents. It's falling a little bit more down 1.21% to $31.23. Platinum down 12, palladium down 15. Yes. Very good, very good. Let's see here. Let's get back here. We've got this comment from Ryan Limerick on the central bank or the BRICS summit, gold currency on the horizon. Let's see here. And make this a good one here. The COMEX market is a fraud. It only allows a minimum of 10 monster boxes or 5,000 ounces of silver for every supposed trade. This is not a free trade like the stock market where the minimum trade is just one share of any company in New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ or either buy or sell. That's right. That's normal. That's right. Because why? Because the COMEX is not a bullion dealer, P. Ryan. The COMEX is not a bullion dealer at all. If you want to do that kind of stuff, you go to APMEX or you go to one of these other bullion dealers. That's where you buy your ounces. That's not what the COMEX is for. The COMEX essentially has silver. I don't know why this is not posting there. But anyways, for exposure through the SLV or to the GLD to gold and silver's price. That's it. That's the difference. Anyways, let's see here. So that's not what it's for. Dan W is here. Welcome, Dan. Good to see you. It's been a little while. Hope you're doing well. Yes, indeed. We'll find out. Very good. Let's press on. We're going to refresh these comments, see what's popped in here lately, and then look at the markets again. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we can do that. We read that comment. Let's see if it'll let me post it this time. There we go. All right, let's refresh it again. See what's popped in for Hell Review. We've caught up because video views have been down today, so we're all caught up with that. Let's take a look at the markets here again. We need an update on the Silver Eagle you always carry in your pocket. Yep, I might do another video on that, Red Crawler. Thank you for noticing and remembering that. Yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. But as you can see, the metals complex is down across the board in Asia tonight. And it fell very dramatically at the top of the hour, especially silver. You can see the low for silver on your screen. It got down as low as $30.74 before recouping some of those losses, down well over 2% tonight. Now it's down 1.19%, down 37 cents to $31.23. Gold down $8 right now. Yes, indeed, it is, to $2,649.90, and provides the best buying opportunity for silver between the two metals if you are in the market. Yes, indeed. But a little bit of a smackdown in the markets. Yes, indeed. Good to see you folks tonight. And we're also at a point now, I don't know how many thumbs up we have right now, but we're going to do something we haven't done in a while. I normally don't do push-ups on a Sunday night, but usually for every dollar donated via PayPal, I do 2 push-ups or exercises because there's no fees or taxes taken out if it's done via PayPal, friends, and family. For Super Chats, I do $1 or for 1 push-up or 1 exercise for every dollar donated via Super Chat. But I'm going to do a sale tonight. That's right. So for every dollar donated via Super Chat, I'm going to do 2 exercises or push-ups. For every dollar donated via PayPal, friends, and family, I will do 3 push-ups or exercises. A little bit of a sale going on, a little push-up sale going on here. We have 289 thumbs up. Thank you, Bill Arrington. We are getting closer. We need 11 more to reach our goal tonight. Good to see you guys. Yes, indeed. Welcome, Nicholas Blackistan. As we refresh these markets here, we can see the metals complex is down tonight. Looking at what they look like out of the starting gate, you can see what's occurred over the past hour and a half here. Look at that massive drop, insane in the membrane. I don't know what that circle means, but I don't. Let me get over here and see what that circle. Okay, that's just an artifact here, but anyways. And let's see here. Greetings, Sir Alfred is here. Good to see you. We have a push-up sale going on right now in effect for limited time only. But look at this. Everything is the volume is like really low right now. The volume is almost next to nothing, keeping prices really tight in this area for silver. And let's take a look at it with gold. And I guess it's going to be much the same. We have a little bit more volume there, kind of the pressure happening here. But more volume keeping gold prices down there, looks like. Crazy. All right. Nothing held for review. Nothing here. Gaps, ups and downs always get filled. That's right. Very good. All right. Eagle Steve is here. There you go. All right, folks. So there's where the markets are now tonight. Down and pretty much staying pretty heavily in this area. But they're very good. Nice. 297 thumbs up. We need 3 more to reach our goal tonight. Eagle Steve is here as well. We have a push-up sale going on here. Normally it's 1 per dollar via Super Chat and 2 per dollar via PayPal, Friends and Family. We're upping that 1 each now. But that's only for limited time. And let's see here. The markets indeed are reacting here. This is gold down $7.40. I think it's probably going to stick around this area now since the volume is really light now in trading. Silver down 36 cents to 31.25. Very good. All right, folks. Nice. And nice. Well, very good. Well, I think I'm going to say goodnight now. Not much activity here, but I appreciate you guys being here. And so push-up sale is over. Done and over with. But thank you guys. A light night tonight, but a good crowd, and I appreciate you guys being here. So there's where the markets are. I think we pretty much found sort of a plateau or a dip, leveling off of the prices here. And you guys are awesome. And I want to thank you for being here tonight. 302 thumbs up. Thank you. Appreciate it. At least we reached that goal tonight. Thank you so much. So I hope you have a wonderful evening. We will be back here on Tuesday night. And I want to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for being here. And keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Have a good night, all. Take care. See ya.